Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're looking live at the Calamity Jones Hour. I'm Mandy Jones, the comedian, and as always, next to me is my husband, Glenn. He's working right now, but he's always here in spirit, so I always give him a shout out. I'm going to talk really fast before I bring the guest for the night on. This is the 43rd, if I'm not mistaken, episode of this show, and it is March 24th. 2022. If you've found the show, please share the show. We are here kind of sporadically. It was a Friday night show, but now we are changing it up. So I just want to tell you guys about a few shows. A couple of shows that we have coming up. Live comedy shows, not podcasts. Oh, Bruno's saying hello. Hello, Bruno. Hello, Marcia. Upcoming comedy shows. April 2nd, I will be at Greenwich Village Comedy Club in New York City. I'm going to be, Bonnie's going to be there. Bonnie Scalisi, my trusty co-host on The Wildflowers. Richard Schultz is going to be closing the show. That's an Evan Weiss show. You want to come to that show if you are in New York City. People on Long Island on the first Monday of the month, which is going to be April 4th. We will be at G's Club in West Hempstead. That's a free comedy show. If you're a comedian and you come down, you get your chance, put your name in the hat to perform that night. And whether you win or not, you automatically get put on future shows with the Wildflowers. So that's awesome. Come on down. We got Mike Merck closing out the show this month, and Donna Lloyd closing out the show next month, which will be May 7th or May 6th, whatever the first Monday of the month is there. I believe it's May 7th. Also, then what do I have? Oh, April 15th, Tander Tax is in, and then come down to Oceanside. I'll be hosting a show. It says John LaRocchia is going to be hosting it, but he's actually going to be closing out the show. I'm going to be hosting it. I got some cares and hearts. I see Taz. And then saying hey to Felix, the Colonel, just trying to hit some other shows. What other shows do I have? And then the last one that I want to plug for April is April 22nd will be in the Giggle Room. That's the little room has been renovated. I actually haven't been over there yet. That's Govs in Levittown. Go to govs.com for tickets. That's April 24th. Terry McNeely laughs in the Giggle Room. So I think without further ado, we're going to bring on our guest here. I actually didn't ask how you want to be formally introduced, so I'm just going to say, I guess my friend, and now yours.
You call me a friend?
Yeah, always. Mr. Eric Skjeveland.
Hello. Hold on.
Yeah, I see. You got to have your pinky out.
Well, I had to. I had to look at the cup she gave me.
That's the only thing you were missing there. As soon as I said a do, you felt the need to get fancy on me.
Wow, is that what I said? I don't know. I'm a pinky guy. I'm gonna hold my pinky out. I don't care.
All right. Well, you're used to being on screen and on stage. You act in murder mysteries. I've never been to one of those. I feel like it's kind of like a comedy show, though, right? In that the audience is participating with you guys?
Yes, because, okay, we're going to get right into the murder mysteries. Knock'emDeadComedy.com.
Okay.
So, yes, it is a comedy show. So, I liken it to, and I do have a partner in the business, Tony Walker.
Okay.
And I do liken it to the fact, and I do use his line a lot because it really is funny. Like, there are times we were in business meetings and the phone would ring and he'd be, this is Tony Walker. And, oh, well, it's not Agatha Christie. And that's his, one of his taglines. So I was like, oh, it's kind of funny. I'm going to use that. So it's like, it's not Agatha Christie.
It's so old-timey.
Right. So I'm like, it's not Agatha Christie, but it's basically, I'm like, I go, you looking to have fun? They're like, yeah. I go, you looking to have a party? Yeah.
Okay, so people do private parties too.
We do private parties, we do fundraisers, we do public shows.
And the audience, they're just trying to guess who's the murderer, or you ever pull anybody into the show? Like, how does that work?
Okay, so it is completely interactive. Like, we are not, like, everybody goes, okay, well, we don't have a stage. I go, we don't use a stage. Even if you have it, we don't use it.
Okay.
On occasion, we have. Like, we have utilized it when we get there. We look at it, we go, oh, no, we can't, but we'll do that right on the fly. We We don't do that
so
beforehand.
you're already kind of in character.
Correct. I'm not going to drive to New Jersey to check out the location, but if it's, when we get there and then there's something we could utilize, we've done, I couldn't even tell you at this point. Tony would know because Tony's weird like that. Like, Tony knows, like, oh no, we were on that show at that date. And I'm like, and he even remembers sometimes, like, who's in the show, like who we cast. He's like, don't you? I'm like, no, I don't remember that at all. I'm like, but I would say at this point we must have done thousands and thousands of shows. Like, it, without bragging or being there has to be thousands of shows we've done over the years, because I've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, and if you're doing a couple a weekend,
and then there were years, like, no, obviously the past couple of years we slowed down. We did some Zoom shows, we did what we could, but now we're back open, we're ready to go. We booked I would say probably 10 to 12 shows within the past few weeks. Like, people are like, you're back open. We're
good.
So I'm like, yes, we're ready. We've been ready. We followed all the rules. We were ready when the rules were followed. But, people were, a little scared to come out. But now it seems like people are ready to come out. They're like, okay, we're done.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be out.
Everybody.
So we booked April 1st. We're at Governor's.
Okay. That's Friday.
Yes, that's Friday, April 1st. We're at Governor's.
Which Governor's?
In the Giggle Room it's
Room.
called.
Okay. That's
See, I go away for a couple of years now.
I haven't been there since it's the Giggle Room.
So you haven't been there either?
No, it's just the last couple months.
Oh, so the Giggle Room.
Yeah, I think it was 2 months ago. Terry told me that he changed that.
Who's Terry?
Terry McNeely told me that the name was changed.
The
new name
was.
The guy.
I just met Terry at the party.
Yeah.
Yes, I know who he is.
Yeah.
So, at Bonnie's party. I said that's twice. I said
I know. Everyone
Mandy's
always
party.
just is like Mandy, Bonnie, whoever.
It's Bonnie's party. I met Terry. So so we must have done thousands of shows. So if there's a stage, so we're completely interactive.
Okay.
So we go throughout the audience. We pick some people to sometimes play certain characters. We don't inundate them with lines or costume them. Listen, they want to be part of the party.
Okay.
And most of the guys, let's be honest, have been dragged out of the house by their wives. We're not sitting on the couch, we're going out. So, we understand they want to sit down. So we don't like
I don't fuck with anybody in the audience either.
But we do. Oh no, we do. And we will fuck with them. And like there was one time I almost got into a fight, and it wasn't even with the guy I was fucking with.
Oh, really? Somebody
else?
Are
we allowed to curse?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's my show. Yeah.
So, all right. So in one show, all right. So I'll explain
right?
to you what can happen at a Knock 'em Dead comedy show. This I remember. So, I was
getting knocked out.
In one show, I play a very, very, very flamboyant party planner.
How do they get that?
What do you mean? What?
Yeah.
What?
All right, nothing.
Oh, we're gonna get into you soon. So you
lighten the loafers.
I'm lighting the That's Mandy. I'm just saying I'm flamboyant. So I go to the guy, and I'm messing with him, and he's a nice guy, and he's a big fucking guy, but he's a great guy.
Yeah.
And I like the bigger, the better. Like, you walk in with a motorcycle jacket, I'm like, that's the guy I'm gonna fuck with. Because if I can crack him,
right, we're all gonna have fun.
Everybody in this room's gonna have a great time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm having a great time with this guy. He was into it. You know who wasn't? It wasn't his wife. I don't know who it even was. I think it was. From what I understand, it was his nephew.
Ooh.
His nephew on the other side of the table, another giant monster, came at me, and thank God he was on the other side of the table. Well, he was like the quarter. It was a round table, so he was like, I had enough time to get away, and the guy who I was messing with actually got in between us.
Oh my Lord!
Because that guy would have murdered me. Like,
it would have been a real murder.
I would have been able to defend myself for
Eric's murdered at the
10 to 15 seconds. But this guy was huge. I'm like, this guy's gonna kill me. So the guy got up and he's like, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Then the whole thing was insane, but everybody had so much fun. And the guy who came after me, he's like, I'm so sorry, I had a little too much to drink. I said, it's okay, it's just a character. I'm not even really gay. He's like, really? I go, look, I got a wife, kids. I just showed the guy photos on my phone to calm him down. And he's like, But then when I showed him, I go, I'm just acting.
Right. This
he
whole
was like,
thing's been
oh. Then he felt like really even worse. He was like, even if I wasn't, I go, I wasn't really gonna sleep with your uncle. Like your uncle's not gonna sleep with me. It was a joke. It was, but that was the only time, and again, 20 years, thousands of shows.
That's not that bad.
No.
That's not a bad percentage at all.
No, but most of the time we have fun with them. We let them sit down. We let them enjoy their meal. We let them enjoy their drinks. But we do get them up and we have fun with them.
Okay.
Yeah, so people aren't just sitting there the whole time watching a play, and you have to be quiet.
Yeah.
People can shout out whatever they want, whenever they want, which I do not suggest at a stand-up show.
Yeah, no, don't do that to me.
Don't do that at a stand-up show. If you want to heckle, come to us.
Do you
we
know
have no
Jeff
problem.
Sosa? What story is he sharing? He's talking about how he acts in murder mystery plays.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah, Greg DiFilippo. Look at Eric. He lost a ton of weight. Danny,
Who said that?
Waranowski thinks he might be. Thinks he might have AIDS. I don't know who Danny is.
AIDS.
No, Eric does not have AIDS. Eric's just being diligent, right?
We'll get into that.
Consistent. Oh, I said you looked good, and
Thank you.
that you always looked good, and you said that I was the first person, not the first person that said you looked good, but I was the first person that said you also always looked
yes,
good.
Yes, I did say that, and that was very sweet of you. You look good. I mean, you always look good, but you look good. But I think you genuinely.
I did genuinely mean that.
So
I don't say that to everybody.
Oh, very sweet of you. Very sweet.
So what's your secret? Because I don't think it's AIDS.
Oh no. Well, it could be.
Do you have COVID?
No, I meant the AIDS weight loss. Did you remember that?
Yeah.
The AIDS weight loss chocolate or whatever it was? No. The guy lost millions.
I was like, you are lighting the low.
No, the guy No, because you don't have to be.
The Weight Watchers bars, yes.
Yes, but he called them AIDS.
Oh my god!
Because it was aiding you in weight loss.
Oh my god! So
it was in the early '80s, and then the AIDS thing. The guy lost millions, and then the AIDS blew up, and he was like, he had warehouses and warehouses.
Oh my god! They had to rebrand everything.
Dietary products. Branded AIDS. I guess I don't know what they did. Call it Atkins. I don't know what they did after that. It was a joke. I don't know if they called it Atkins. Don't sue me.
On that. Oh, we got one angry face. We're sorry, guys.
Oh,
AIDS, I don't know.
Chris Thomas had a great shirt. Chris Thomas made me buy this shirt. I went out and bought a new shirt for you.
Aww.
I was like, I need a new shirt for Mandy. So Chris
Thomas.
Thomas.
It's not for me. It's for the show.
It was for you. It was really for Glenn, but now he's not here because apparently I have AIDS. So.
I kept him away.
You kept him away on purpose. He's gonna give my husband AIDS. All right, stop. No, why did I lose weight?
How are you losing weight? What's the secret?
Okay.
What are you not eating that you used to eat?
Nothing. I'm eating everything I eat.
Okay, just not as much.
Just not as much.
Okay. That's the way to do it, folks.
Right.
It's proportions.
Stop with the Atkins and the
keto.
grapefruit,
my mom, the fucking
keto,
the flu. You know how you get the keto flu once your body starts hitting ketosis or whatever, ketosis or whatever the fuck you want it to be in.
Okay.
You can get very sick. And my mom is someone who eats a ton of sugary fruits and sugary, yogurts and stuff. So when she did like 3 days of that, by like Saturday, she was literally laid up in bed sick. And I was like, thank God that she was like, it's from the diet. So she went back to, now she's just doing it Weight Watchers.
Really?
But she got physically ill from changing, and it's all like you're allowed to eat meats and cheeses. I was like, and no fruits? That does not sound like a good diet. I mean,
I don't know.
Do you eat fruits and vegetables? Do you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables?
Whatever I want to eat.
Okay, just limit it.
Yes. So, okay, for example, all right. So I would sit down and we would order a pizza as a family does, and I would have 3 to 4 slices sometimes.
Okay.
That's too much for a guy my size. I'm not a giant, but my belly was getting really giant. So then there was one.
3 to 4 slices.
Yeah, that's a little much. So, and it's probably had a couple of garlic knots in there. Who the fuck knows? Maybe a mozzarella stick. I don't know.
Are you drinking soda? What
no,
do you drink?
I wasn't a big soda guy.
Okay, what about like juices?
No, I would drink iced tea. Iced tea was, but now.
That's bad for you. That's
but a long time ago,
stoned down.
Right, but a long time ago, I switched to unsweetened iced tea. But I mean, even a long time ago, but now I've just been mostly water or seltzer.
You drink coffee?
No, not a big coffee drinker. Every now and then I'll drink coffee, but when I do, that night is gonna suck because I don't.
Yeah.
So even if it's
so
like,
they actually keep you up.
yeah, the only thing that really won't keep me up sometimes is if I have a cappuccino after a dinner. Then I'm up. It's weird. I'm weird.
Yeah.
But we'll find out. Who knows? Maybe I'm like suspiciously cool or something. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out.
I think that has to be the name of the comedy special. Suspiciously cool. Well, because what's funny about you being suspiciously cool because
Tell everyone.
Well, you being suspiciously cool in this industry it's threatening. It means what is your motive?
I have a motive?
No, you actually don't, which is just funny about you, is that you actually care about people and you want to see people succeed, and you actually don't have, like, usually people that have a horse in the race, it's because they've kind of like, they've stepped out of their time, or there's like reasons that people
I'm listening. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not angry. I'm listening.
No, there are reasons that people allow other people to, and I think you just generally
so you think there's a
people.
Reason? Okay, I see. Let me see if.
No, I think you don't have a reason. I think that's.
No, but you're saying people in general allow people into their lives because they have an ulterior motive.
Most people are users, I think.
Okay,
I think
but you don't think that I'm that.
No, because I mean, you're not a stand-up, so
no.
I have nothing to really offer you. and you boys really like
you gave me a bottle of Poland Spring.
But before you knew that, I mean, you always supported our old show.
Correct.
Which was crazy. Even because Bonnie and Jim in the beginning, they got me into it, and then they were like. They wanted to kill each other.
Yes.
But
oddly enough, they still love each other.
They love each other more than anybody.
Yes, they're that couple that needed to separate in order to find true love.
But you always supported Jim and Bonnie and I. Talked to us all separately. Would try to get us on the same page as crazy individuals. And I think you probably helped the length of our career in ways. I'm serious. I think there were moments when somebody was on the fence too hard, and you were like, "Wait a minute, guys." Like, I think you have more fun than not.
Right. There was some things going on, and I just had to. One of the parties. Well, all right. Do I mention names? Do I not mention names? It's not like we're talking bad about them. But Jim called me up and said, this is what's going on. But I said, Jim.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks. It was really 2 weeks. And I'm going, you need to give this a little more time.
Right.
I will talk to the other party as well, but we need to slow down and we need to listen. I think they just wanted success. I think they both wanted the same thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people in life try to figure out. And maybe, I don't know. A lot of people want the same things. You just want happiness. You want health. You want... and if you don't have those things, you want people in your life that can help support you during those times.
Right.
I remember the good times. I remember the bad times. So I just, I appreciate the good times more because I remember the bad times. But, when I see friends or anybody struggle, I don't like that. No. I mean, I think as a friend, you would, or as somebody... Even an acquaintance, I don't really like to hear bad news. Like, I don't like to hear it.
Yeah, you're kind of like a problem solver guy.
Well, I try. I try. I can't solve everything. I try to help people. Some people you can't help.
Which we've found.
Right, we've talked about that. But, some people need to learn on their own, and some people are willing to accept help. I'm one of those people that, my wife will disagree, but I'm one of those people that sometimes are willing to accept help, and sometimes I go, I don't know how to do that. I would like to do it, but I don't know how.
Right.
So for example, my good friend John, he helped me build the pub shed, and then Danielle was like, "Oh, you guys did the shed," and I was really out there helping, and but John was doing a lot of the cutting, and I was doing the, "Oh, you need this at Home Depot? I'll run and get it. Oh, you need this painted? I can do paint. I could do staining. Like I can do anything."
But she saw the project get accomplished.
Right, and then she's like, "I want to put wainscot in the downstairs bathroom." I'm like, "You got it. I'm going to Home Depot." I bought it. It sat there for like 7 months. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it now because I got a little excited. I was like, yeah, I could do it. And then I'm like, this is harder than I thought. So I'm like, hey, John. So she asked me, she's like, why didn't you put the wainscot yet? I'm like, I don't know how to do it.
Well,
So,
all right.
I was like, ah. So I called John. John's like, yeah, I got you knucklehead. I'll come over, whatever. And he came over and it was done in like a half hour. I'm like, dick.
That's all you
And he's like, now caulk and paint. I'll see you later. And he took off. But, that's, again, but if John needed something, I would, I could do what I can to help him out. That's what I do. So, I don't know. I guess that's why I'm so you didn't tell him why? Did you tell him why? Mandy called me suspiciously cool the other day, and I looked at her and I went, besides calling me always good looking, which I still don't believe she meant that, but she called me suspiciously cool, and then I thought about it, and then I texted her the next day and I said, did you call me suspiciously cool last night? And she's like, yes, I did. I'm like, you're gonna have to explain that. And I didn't think it was bad. I was just like, I want to know why. Why did you think that though?
Well, I think the two things that ring in my head when I think of that story. One is that the night before, my sister had slept over, and she was talking about a place. My sister loves like Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Family Dollar, Dollar General, all that kind of anything that's a dollar store. It's what she wants to be at. And one of the places is they have suspiciously low prices.
Okay.
And they have mac and cheese that's like 34 cents, and it's called Whack and Cheese.
Okay. Oh, and how is it?
I know, and I said,
wait, do we have any here right now?
No.
Ah.
I thought that sounded ridiculous, and she didn't even think of it the way I thought of it because I have my head in the gutter.
Oh, I'm just thinking about eating. I'm hungry.
She just thought like that's just whack, yo.
Yes,
that's
whack.
Whack and cheese. So also suspicious was my my friend. She
still likes me. And,
there was a children in area sign. The signs children area.
Wait, what?
The signs they just say, they'll say like, child in area, like caution, child in area.
Yeah. Oh, that, like the street sign, like the yellow one?
Yeah, just go slow because it'll say caution.
Like blind child or blind person.
But this just said caution, children in area.
Aren't there always children in the area? Like, generally, there's, like, if there could be a child right there.
So she says to me, she goes, insert an adjective, and I just look up at the cautious children in area sign, and I said, suspicious?
Suspicious children.
Suspicious children in area.
So suspicious was on your mind. So I'll give you that.
Suspicious is just a funny word.
So then what about the cool part? That's where I want to come in. That's where
because
But when was I uncool?
No, you never were uncool.
Oh, okay. That's the part. I was like,
when you had a stake in wanting our show to be successful, our show on our former network, it's like, what does this guy have? Like, is he just Jim's friend and he's just trying to get Jim to stop crying in his ear because Jim's texting and calling him all day? Or is somebody else telling him? You know what I mean? I didn't know your intentions, and that's how I am with everybody. I'm skeptical of people, but I smile and nod and I tell everyone that I'm, and I get along with most people.
Yeah, but I mean, I still wanted the show to do well and try to succeed because it was something that I was trying to build. So to see something, so it wasn't like I was being completely altruistic No,
but I didn't exactly know you from that, what your role was or what your story was.
Yeah, but I was just, that I was also, but listen. We all know how, we all know how Bonnie and I met, and when the stories she told me were just, like, shocking, so I wanted Bonnie to succeed in anything that she did, no matter where she went, it didn't matter to me, and again, I try to, I definitely came to a party and stuff, but, I'm gonna get to some of the G's open mics soon.
Yeah.
April 4th is the next one, I believe, Monday, April 4th at G's in West Hempstead. Special guest host, Mandy Jones. No? Jones, you're hosting? Are you hosting?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yes. I know, I was getting all off the top of my head. Mandy Jones is hosting. So there you go. How do you like that? Okay. I plugged your show.
I appreciate that. Do you have any hidden talents?
Oh, is my wife on? She can share. Do I have any hidden talents? No, I don't think I have any talent.
No
I play
talent.
ice hockey. Is that a talent?
Oh, okay.
I still play ice hockey.
Oh, yeah, you were going to be at an Islanders game, and you came here.
I came here tonight, but you are wearing your Islanders shirt.
I just realized, honestly, you have Islanders socks on.
Where are my Islanders? Oh,
Islanders
socks.
Islanders.
I don't know the score. I don't know what's going on. They're playing
They're
Detroit
winning right now.
They're playing Detroit. If anybody's on the thing that's on the watching, they want to tell us the score, that would be great.
Glenn says what's up.
Hey, Glenn.
I'm gonna say Eric says he's like loafers for you.
So
wait, you have.
Yes.
Let's talk about. I want to talk about the fact that you have 2 grown children.
Pretty grown now. Yeah.
What are they? 15 and 17.
15 and 17.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what is your mission statement with your kids? Like, what have you taken? What's your mission statement with your kids, and what's something you took from your parenting, from your parents' parenting? Or was it just solely bad examples? Because that's how I feel about mine.
Okay.
It's a 2-parter.
I don't know who's watching. All right, let's put it this way. My kids. If you're going to do something, do it to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Or don't do it.
Okay.
Like, if you don't want to, like, for example,
Go big or stay home.
Playing sports. I have 2 kids that played sports, and, one of them was really good at baseball, and one of them wasn't as good.
So you didn't push
he was still
the
good.
Loser.
No, but he was still good, but he's still good at everything he does. He just doesn't believe that he's good at everything he does. I'll give you more examples about that. So
is that the younger one?
No, that's the older one.
Okay.
So not in a bad way. It's in a good way, but he's funny, and he's got a funny way about him.
Okay.
Like George Thorogood.
Okay.
Now you funny too. All right. So he didn't want to play baseball anymore. So he's like, I don't know, he was like 11 or 12, and he's like, Dad, I don't want to really play baseball. I'm like, okay, don't play. And he's like, what? I'm like, I always told you, if you don't want to do something, don't do it. Just tell me. You don't have to do it.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to play baseball. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought you always made me play. I go, no, I told you if you don't want to play every year, if you want to play baseball, you said yes. I go, there was one year you were on the fence. I said, yes, all your friends were playing. You said yes.
Yeah.
So you said yes. And he goes, all right. I go, so you don't want to play this year? I won't sign you up. He goes, no, I'll play. I go, oh my God. I go, what? He goes, no, one more year. He goes, this will be my retirement year. I go, oh.
This is my closing.
And he did. He played one more year and he retired. And he did fine. But, again, like any kid, he dropped some balls, but he got, and he struck out. But he got, so nervous. I'm like, don't be nervous. Relax. And by the end, I'm like, stop, don't be nervous. After 10 years. But he was fun. He was fun. But he did well in wrestling and he did well in football and he won some pretty major awards in both. And, even the athletic director. All right, so he won this award. It's called the Golden 11. And it's Monsignor Peters? I think it's some Monsignor guy. I think it's Monsignor Peter. I don't know. Golden 11.
Okay.
So they take all the Catholic schools from Westchester to Long Island, and they lump them all together.
Okay.
And they say, okay, every single football player, we need the top 11 with the top 11 GPAs.
Oh, wow.
So he won, he got to put on his cut and his athletic director. So we go to the awards dinner, and he's like, I'm up for scholar athlete. So we're like, okay. But they announce all the scholar athletes in the beginning like it was no big deal. And we're like, oh, I guess he didn't win. We'll just enjoy the dinner.
Yeah.
They do all the other sports. They say football for last because they won the championship. They do all the awards. And then they go to and then they go, okay, this is the last award of the evening, the most prestigious award of the night. We don't win this every year, but he's pumping it up. And he announces our kid's name. We were in shock. We're like, what? We go, Matthew, I thought you said you were... He goes, I don't know what it was. So I go to the AD. I go, is this really a big deal? He goes, yeah. He goes, this is a really big deal. I go, my son, what? He goes, yeah. He goes, your son's reaction was kind of funny. I go, let me guess. He went, okay. He goes, yeah. He didn't even know what it was. He had no idea. Yeah. So now wrestling season ends. Does all the awards, now wrestling comes up. coach says, this kid was 11-0. He was ranked 3rd in the state. He was gonna, but he, unfortunately, he got injured. So an unfortunate injury, blah 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 blah. But he came back. He still won some matches in league, got re-injured, but he did his best. Most kids would have packed it in, but he came in every day that he wasn't in the doctor, and he helped coach, and he blah blah blah. He gets off, gives him the award. He comes over to me later. He goes, Dad. He goes, I was ranked 3rd in the state. I go, yeah. He goes, oh, that's pretty good. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, you're on the cover news day.
And he has no idea. He had no idea. Aww. Well, he was third in the state in the Catholic League. But that's still, it's, I was like, I wasn't 3rd in the state in anything. I'm like, so he's still good. But that's what I just say. If you do something, do it. And if you don't like it, gracefully, if you have to sign up for something and it says, this
if
thing.
I pay money for it.
This thing is 6 months, you're doing it for 6 months.
Yeah.
But if you join a club, and I even said to my kid, if you get to high school and you don't want to play sports, don't play sports. You just want to do clubs, you want to do theater, whatever you want to do, go do it. But do it very well.
Right.
And I could just put 100% in. That's it. Win or lose, even on the field. Win or lose, 100%. That's it. That's all I ask of my kids.
I see loves and heart reactions to your.
Who? Oh gosh.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Eric has. Oh God.
Real quick, I'm just going to mention our sponsors.
Yay.
Key Loves Jewelry and Key's Cutlery. Key Loves Jewelry, stainless steel jewelry, all nickel and tarnish free. And Key's Cutlery, there's knives, swords, and self-defense equipment. They are located at Retro Relics, which is 2860 Middle Country Road, Lake Grove, New York, 11755. You can give them a call at 631-379-1781. Let them know Mandy and Bonnie from the Wildflower sent you. And if you don't want to go down to Retro Relics, you can find all their stuff online at keyslovesjewelry.com and keyscutlery.com.
I feel like saying that with an Irish accent.
Local. What?
Keys Cutlery.
He's Key Fits.
Ah.
Key Fits, yeah. Son Knives, and Bonnie always says she got a stun gun, but it's I think she calls it a taser, but it's a stun gun. And it's in different colors. You can get a stun gun in different colors.
Do they have other weapons there?
They have all sorts of different
shotgun. Do they have guns?
No, but they've got like Wolverine claws and.
What do you mean, like actual Wolverine claws?
Like big, like claws that you could.
They're not retractable, are they?
No.
That would be super cool. I would totally do that.
Speaking of superheroes,
yes,
are you you into superheroes or Star Wars or any of that stuff?
No, what am I, a nerd?
Oh, have you been to Comic-Con?
No.
Are you lying to me?
No.
Have you ever dressed up as a stormtrooper?
No, that I have not.
But you do like Star Wars?
Love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Are your kids into Star Wars?
Not as much, but they did like it. They did like the original trilogy the best. They still bug me about Jar Jar. They're like, Jar Jar was pretty good though. I'm like, fuck you.
Oh, because
now they're older, I could curse at them. No, they didn't like him, but they know that I hated him, so now they say they like him.
But you hate Jar Jar because Jar Jar Binks was
he was just a dick. And he was a dick, and he was just caused all these problems, and you should have just shot him and moved on. He was an asshole.
Oh my God.
If somebody goes, oh, he's in the big doo-doo now, I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? I'd shoot him just for saying that. So I guess I'd be like Boba Fett. I don't know. I would shoot him just, as soon as he said that, I'd be like, what did you just say?
See, I don't know Star Wars that well.
Well, he said a stupid line, and after that, I would just get very angry
But
with him.
I'm absolutely obsessed with Ewan McGregor.
Ah.
And my husband recently said that we should watch all of Ewan McGregor's movies, and that will mean I'll be watching some Star Wars.
Yeah, some Star Wars. You haven't seen any Ewan McGregor movies?
Oh yeah, no, I have. No,
like the younger, when he was younger, Train Spotting. I can't. I love it. I can't.
I know, it's so rough.
That one scene is still creeps me out.
What, the baby on the ceiling? Yeah. Oh, the baby dying.
Well, at both of them, both scenes, but yeah.
Get me a fucking hit.
Yeah. Great movie though.
Oh, it's fucking
great movie.
Amazing movie.
The sequel was not good.
And we watched another one of there. It was another movie. I don't know if it was the sequel, but another movie. It's like 6 parts. where it's different stories. The one, it's
There was
Spud's
so many.
in it.
Unfortunately, there was so many movies like that. I think like Guy Ritchie did a bunch, like Snatch and all these where they.
Yeah.
It was kind of like almost the British version of the way I looked at it was the British version of Quentin Tarantino, like how Tarantino tells the story
like out
out,
of order.
but they just did it like faster and with slicker comment or faster bro just,
Lock, Stock, and
that one. They just kind of did it. To me it was
Yeah.
like, oh, let's do Tarantino, but just let's do it our way. And they just I don't know.
Fuck it up with Irish.
Afterwards I was
roast.
like, which one is like, to be honest, everyone's like, did you see that one? I'm like, yeah, because they were all the same. I'm like, yeah,
You've seen one, you've seen
pretty
them
sure.
all.
Because you forgot the name of them all after a while. I didn't know the name. I'm like, I don't remember which one I fucking saw. But yeah, pretty much saw them all.
Do you have anything embarrassing or scary you want us to other than not wearing SPF, which I think would be bad for both of us?
Oh my god, it's awful. I'm going to Hawaii soon, and then Curacao shortly
Where's
after that.
Curacao? What's
Next
that?
to Aruba.
Ooh, okay.
It's like part of the ABC Islands. There's Aruba, there's Curacao, and then there's the B one.
Okay.
I don't know what the B one is.
Alright.
Something. I forgot. We looked it up.
That'll be fun.
So,
Four of you or just you and your wife?
No. Fuck the kids. Hawaii. I'm sorry. Hawaii with the kids. We're going to a family wedding in Hawaii. And then Curaçao's just with friends.
Oh,
No
the adults.
kid.
Whoa.
Adults resort.
Whoa.
Adult.
Big kids only. Taz is laughing.
Nudity.
Optional.
Recommended.
If you were the world champ of a mundane task, what would it be?
Watching TV.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. Or being in control of the remote.
What do you like? What kind of movies are you into? You like horror? You like?
I love almost everything. Like, I'll watch anything. I'll give anything a
Rom-coms?
chance. Yeah, I'll give rom-coms a chance.
Or are you like a binge watching TV?
I do like binge watching, but the show has to be good.
And what, you watched anything recently? Anything noteworthy?
We just started Good Girls. We started Life and Beth. Life and Beth is with Amy Schumer
Okay.
and Michael Cera,
Oh, okay.
and that's pretty good. I'm not a big Amy Schumer fan. I don't like her face, and I just realized why. Her mouth is so small. It's like this. This is the Amy Schumer mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like this.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
it's like
definitely
Amy
what's
Schumer's
going
mouth.
on. It's like the opposite of a Canadian.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Amy Schumer, and I'm fat and lonely. We know you're fat and lonely now. Can you fucking get surgery to make your mouth?
Expect to us.
So, no, I think she's very talented. I just can't stand looking at her. But but it really, to me, it really got interesting when Michael Cera got in, which was episode 3.
Oh, okay.
But it's only 10 episodes, and they're only like 25 minutes each. And it's
right.
on Hulu. Oh! Whoa! We watched The Handmaid's Tale. We never watched it.
Oh,
Did you watch
everyone's
it?
telling me that's I've got to watch that. My sister got really into that one.
Oh, and I bought your stuff.
She said it was sick.
Yeah.
Like,
It
can't
was-
look away.
And if you're watching it as a couple and you think you're gonna that night, don't fucking watch an episode because it just instantly kills the mood. There's a few nights I'm like, all right, we're gonna sit down on a couch.
We're gonna watch the movie and
We're
then
gonna watch some TV. We're gonna Netflix and chill. Oh, in this case, Hulu and chill. We're gonna and all of a
We're gonna
sudden
Hulu and
we
I
put
don't
on
wanna-
Handmaid's Tale and what they're doing to the woman and the torture and the this and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I forget it I'm like, forget it.
You need to put on one of those shows where it's all Greek people half
Yeah.
naked later. Right?
So I just, like that night, I'd just tap her on the shoulder. Night, honey. I'd rub her shoulder. Okay, is everything all right? And then one night she was having a nightmare. Something like there was caterpillar people, and they were chasing her, and then I grabbed her because she was screaming.
Oh my god.
In the middle of the night, so I grabbed her and then she's like, no, get off of me. And I'm like, oh my god, she thinks I'm one of them. And so I'm like, no, Dan, it's me. I got you. But she was having a real nightmare. She's like, the caterpillar people. I'm like, what the fuck? There's no caterpillar people. But they were chasing her and,
That's a fucked up show.
Yeah. No, Handmaid still has no caterpillar people, but she was, I don't know. But yeah, the things they do to women in that show it's not nice. And
Maybe I won't watch it then.
No, especially if you want to have relations that night.
Yeah, it doesn't put you in the mood.
No, it didn't. It took me out of the mood, and I'm always ready. And it took me out of the mood. I was like, doing that tonight.
Oh,
So.
jeez. All right, so The Handmaid's Tale is what you watch if you
Yes.
don't want to have a romantic evening.
Like, if you have, like, one of those marriages, like, oh, we haven't had sex in 7 months, fuck
Let's
it.
put on
yeah,
the
let's put on the
fucking
fucking Handmaids. Look at this shit. At least maybe I'll whack off or something. I'll see a titty now and then, but.
If someone falls asleep. Yeah.
Right, if she falls asleep, there's going to be a titty on the show, you know.
Jeez.
What?
If a song played every time you walked in the room, what song would it be?
Oh, every time I walked in the room? If my son was watching, I'd say one song, but I...
All right, come on. What would you say if your son was watching?
Because he'd just laugh, and it would be funny. I would do the DJ Khaled song. All I do is win, win.
Oh, there you go.
But that's, that's just our thing, because we have fun with it. But
that's great. I love that.
what would my song be if I walked into a room? Oh, Jesus. Mozart? No, Beethoven. No.
The 9th, no.
Yeah, Mozart, the 25th. Mozart's 25th. Dun, 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 dun. It's like very up, and then it's very down, and then it's up, and then it's down, and then it's up. So
I'm going to have to re-listen to that one.
yeah.
I was not expecting you to say a symphony.
Oh, what did you want me to say? What did you want me to say?
I thought you were going to say something maybe from the 80s.
Sorry, it's Her Name is Rio by Duran Duran.
Something good that came out of the pandemic.
I lost weight.
Okay.
I lost weight. Oh, I didn't finish.
I know, we didn't even listen to you. So you're not eating 4 slices of pizza anymore.
That's not all I did. So I cut it down, like the next time I ordered, I got 3, and then I did that for a few months, then I did 2 for a few months, then I did 1 slice, but then...
Now I'm anorexic.
now I'm bulimic, and I just... after every meal, I run into... But then I can't gag anymore, because there's been so many penises in my mouth from the AIDS, so...
Oh my God.
Can't even gag on my finger anymore, look. Nothing. See?
I'm swallowing down at Coney Island.
So, where was I now? I don't know. Where do I go with these things?
Well, we were talking about
Yes.
just your intake. So just your intake is different.
Yes.
Are you more active?
Yeah. Oh, so, but then I'd get on the Peloton. So then I got on the Peloton
you got
at
a
the same
fucking
time.
Peloton. I didn't know you were a billionaire.
Billionaire. Yeah, I'm a billionaire.
What do they have you
know who
on
else is a billionaire? Bruce Wayne, Batman, favorite superhero. And Robin Pattinson wasn't bad. Still not the best Batman, though.
Okay.
He was good, but he wasn't the best. Christian Bale was still the best.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So I would get on the Peloton, and instead of doing things like I normally did, like I went and played ice hockey, I'd go, I'd skate really hard, or if I went to martial arts, I'd be like pounding the bag, and my shoulder would hurt, my wrist would hurt, my ankle would hurt. I'm like limping off just from hitting a bag, like an idiot. So I just said, all right, enough of all that stuff, because then I'd sit on the couch for 5 days trying to recover, eating and just gaining all the weight.
Right.
Didn't even lose when I was in one class. So, and it's not...
You're like, I earned these
and listen,
fucking chips.
those things are wonderful. Don't get me wrong. Those things are wonderful, people. There's plenty of people who lose weight doing MMA and all the other stuff, but, they do it at a normal pace. So I said, finally, all right, I have to stop doing things. Like, I can't get on this Peloton and do 60 minutes today because I won't get on for another 10 days.
Yeah.
So I got on, I did 5 minutes.
Okay.
The next day I got on, I did another 5 minutes. And I did all the 5-minute rides, then I did all the 10-minute, 15, 20, and then I worked my way up. Now I do half hour to 45 minutes. Not every day, like I didn't do it today.
Yeah.
But I did it the first 3 days of the week.
All right.
And then I'll do it tomorrow. Like there's days I take off, my legs get tired, and I just take off.
Yeah.
So I increased my Peloton minutes while I decreased my intake. And then I just switch things too, like a few more vegetables here or there. And instead of, like another scoop of mashed potatoes, I got another scoop of vegetables. Still have my mashed potatoes, but not, a mound of mashed potatoes. And that's all.
All right. I like your style. What is your spirit animal?
Ooh. Good one.
You can have a couple.
Can I have a land and an air and a sea one?
You could have an amphibian, and you could have You can have a hot-blooded animal and a warm-blooded animal.
I'll take an eagle from the air.
Okay, an eagle, all right. Could you soar?
A panther.
Oh, for the
land. And I'll take a dolphin for the ocean.
Oh, okay. For your smarts.
I don't know, just because they play and they have fun a lot.
It paused and came back to Uncle Eric talking about
what?
Sucking cocks.
Great. Perfect.
I had to read that. Sucking cocks.
Quarks. Oh, because Taz wrote that. She probably didn't want to write it.
Yes, she didn't want to see it.
I know. I haven't seen everybody in so long.
What is like the best pet you've ever had? You have a pet currently, or best pet ever?
Oh my God, all my pets are great, but the current two I have are the best.
What kind of pets?
I have a big dog, a big shepherd, and her name is Sunshine. And then I have a little tiny dog, and his name is Dexter. And he's a maniac, and he's a King Charles Cavalier.
Oh.
And he's fantastic. He's good.
We were looking at those when we were investigating what kind of dog to get.
They're great.
Obviously didn't
Stop your investigation.
Stops here.
Stops.
I hear they're quiet. Is he quiet?
Very quiet.
Okay.
The only time he's...
Is he destructive?
Well, he's a puppy.
Why did you say he's a psycho?
Because he attacks Sunshine. Okay. He attacks the big dog. And that's when he's a little vocal. Because he's like... And he attacks her neck and he jumps on her and she just keeps walking. No, she doesn't give him... Like, every now and then when he gets out of line, she'll put him back in line. But for the most part, she's like... let him do what he wants.
Yeah.
Because, there's one time she was sleeping, he ran up and bit her ear, and he like tumbled and ran away, and he never did that again. Now when she's awake, will gently nibble on her ear, but not bite it.
Yeah.
So he learned, but there's things like that. But no, he's very, very quiet. Maybe he barks 3 times a day, maybe. So he's very, very good and cuddly. Like, you'll never be like, okay, well, all right, well, it's hard to, we got to put him at the end of the bed, and he wants to go, no, you got to stay here right now. And no, here. Yeah. And then we have to build, like, a pillow wall, but then even then he's, like, looking over, and we're like, come on, like, we're almost done, just stop,
Oh, my God.
Oh, what'd you think I was talking about? I was talking about boning.
Oh, my God.
I was talking about boning. So, but they're very cuddly, and they always want to be near you. So, but then he's learned now. He's like, okay, it's mommy and daddy's special time. They have to.
Oh my Lord.
Uh-oh.
All right, so King Charles.
Is she still watching?
Yeah.
Oh God, hi, hon.
Oh my Lord. What else do I have did I want to ask you about? Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we have a similar upbringing in that our.
How much time do we have? I'm sorry.
We have 12 minutes.
Left?
Approximately.
Left?
Yeah.
Hold on. Then quickly, I want to do things.
That's 12 minutes in. All
right. We only have 12 minutes left?
Yeah.
What time is it?
8:46.
Get the fuck out of here.
8:49 now.
Oh, wait, well, I wanted to do this for you.
A unicorn.
Okay, so I had to run to the store today, and I said, oh, Mandy likes fun things, and that looks fun. So I'm gonna buy that for Mandy. And I don't know if you like.
They look delicious as well. I like stuff that looks fake like that.
Okay,
like, that
well,
looks like...
it's got a unicorn, a pink guy that says one of a kind. It's got a little strawberry here, and they're individually wrapped snack cakes. So are you gonna go to work tomorrow? Do you go to work tomorrow?
Yeah, this is my lunch.
Right, so you could bring that to lunch and be like, oh, look what I got. And
I don't know how they might not make it tomorrow. I'm someone who is a midnight snacker, and that's
so in 3 hours I'm gonna get a text that'd be like, they're pretty good.
They're really good.
All right, well I hope they're good.
Thank
that's
you.
for you.
My dad used to call me Little Debbie because I love Swiss roll cakes.
Oh.
Little Debbie Swiss roll cakes, but any Little Debbie's product is.
I didn't know. I would have got you a Swiss roll cake, but.
These look delicious.
Let's try sparkling strawberry.
I've never had a sparkling strawberry unicorn cake, so we're going to see.
I hope you like it. And I also brought you something else.
What else?
I also brought you a Legado.
Legado? What is
Chardonnay.
That?
It's a white wine from Scout and Cellar, which is what I represent, Scout and Cellar. So Scout and Cellar wine, you can go to Scout and Cellar, look me up. scoutandseller.com and look me up.
Scout and Seller.
And if I don't know if you do anything with the cards or whatever, but you can show people the cards. Look, I even have a QR code on the back.
Ooh.
So if you scan the QR code.
And I was actually very impressed, Eric, when I asked for a nice photo of you, and you actually had one. And this is so blurry. Oh, there
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to tell you more about that, too. Oh, you should have this person on your show. I'm glad you brought that up.
Who's that?
Her name is Chris Thomas.
Okay.
And she took, not only did she take this picture, she she gives classes on taking pictures. She gives classes on how to dress for Zoom calls and everything like that. So I called her today and I said, I need a new shirt because everything I have is baggy and I'm getting yelled at because everything sags and is dragging and I was told it makes me still look fat. So I had to buy a shirt. So I went to I'm all fuzzy. I went to Banana Republic today. That's because I put the wine in front of my face. Oh. We have to wait. Oh, look at you. You're so smart.
Tech savvy.
Look at you. That's what you have to do.
That might.
Did it work? It looked like it might work, kind of. You're so tech savvy. Oh, I don't care that I'm fuzzy.
I do.
I actually look better that way. Leave it that way.
God damn it.
Leave it that way because I look better that way. But Scout and Seller has no preservatives, no chemicals, no added sugars, and no added sulfites, which is very, very good for your body.
Ooh.
Right? I'm not saying anything that...
Sulfates?
Sulfites, yes. So you cannot order a better wine, a healthier wine. Here you go. So this is for you.
That you're still busy. That you're still blurry.
Oh, that's okay.
Legato.
And then,
Legato.
Look, like I said, the QR code.
Yeah, that QR code fucked up my camera.
Oh, is that what it was? Maybe it's looking for it. No. Let's put it back. Oh, everybody scan. Oh, look, I think it fixed it.
All close.
It fixed it.
There you go.
He's so smart.
Stop.
Yeah, he's so smart.
That's fucking stupid.
That's like hitting the TV with the hammer, and then you're like, oh, hit it again. Boom, and there it goes. It's fixed again. So there you go.
Speaking of which, my dad used to have
you can have both of them. One's for Glenn.
Beat stick for...
One's for Glenn who ditched me tonight. Thanks, Glenn.
A beat stick, which he would use to hit the TV with, to like Arthur Fonzarelli.
Yeah, that's all. Boom! Right on the top. I'm like,
he'd be like, get me the beat stick.
The TVs are so thin today, you did that, you'd knock it off the wall. It would crack with one. Now, but back then, boom! It was in a big wooden cabinet. You can hit that thing as hard as you fucking want, and then all of a sudden it worked. You're like, holy shit, that worked? So,
jeez Louise.
But those were the days. So do you drink Chardonnay? Do you like white wines?
I like all kinds of wines.
Well,
sure.
you give that a shot.
Yeah, I will.
You'll drink that whole thing and you'll wake up the next day and be like, did I have wine?
Wow.
But you'll still have fun the night of.
Just don't watch The Handmaid's Tale.
No, don't watch The Handmaid's Tale. Why
you'll have a great time.
Don't drink The Handmaid. Do not associate my fun, good wine with The Handmaid's Tale.
Dan.
But they have all kinds of wines.
Dave Lander saying, is the witness protection program filter? I know. I don't know what that was. That was insane.
I liked it. I look better. Now look at me. Now you can see my turkey neck. You can see all the other shit. I'm sure Dan said that already. My gullet. I'm sure Dan said that already. You lost weight, but you're still fat. Dickhead.
Jeez. All right. So what else? I want to ask you. So you were saying you played hockey. Do you still play hockey?
Yes, but not as much.
Okay. On ice always?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, not my whole life, because I played deck when I was growing up.
Okay.
Because
that was like pickup, you know.
Yeah, it was a stick and 2 shin pads, and then you eventually had to wear a helmet. But
not on roller skates.
Then you eventually had to wear gloves. But no, then I went to roller hockey.
Okay.
And roller hockey was okay, but then as I got older, I never played ice hockey when I was young because in my school you had to pay to play. It wasn't a school-sponsored sport.
Okay.
Like it was a club team.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to play, you had to pay for all the equipment, for the ice time, for everything.
Yeah.
We were not in a position to do that as a family when we were young. So I eventually, when I was like 15, got a pair of like plastic Tiger Go Get 'em skates or whatever the fuck they were.
Okay.
Like they were just awful. Like they had no support. They were just it was freezing. Like there was no insulation. I'm like, it's cold. You know, I'm on ice now. So we just couldn't afford it. So Eventually, as I got older, I was like, I just want to play ice hockey. So I went out, I bought the equipment, I joined a team. I looked up online, like local clubs. I looked up, I joined. They threw me on a team. I played. They didn't kick me off, and I've been playing ever since.
Oh, nice.
So, I was skating like this when I first started, and now I'm skating like this. I still fall, but
How often do you guys compete or practice?
like once a week. Never practice.
Oh.
We can't. No, nobody's got. Everybody's got a full-time job. So
Nobody practices.
No, nobody
Just go out
practice. I feel like
Batter up. All right, so that's once a week that that's a lot.
Yeah. So,
Ice skating is hard.
Yeah. So, but now I just sub. So now I'm on 2 teams, but I just sub.
Solely ride the bench.
So no. So if they need like tonight, I'm sorry, it was last night. Last night, one of the guys called me up. He's like, "Can you come and play?" I was like, "No, I work on Wednesday nights. We have rehearsal.
Okay.
Because we have a show coming up, so we rehearse for the Murder Mysteries on Wednesday night. So April 1st at Governor's, don't forget.
Yes, govs.com
And
for tickets.
July 22nd at Peppercorns in Hicksville.
Okay.
They have a nice room upstairs, and they have great food, and that's going to be a fun night. We're going to try to get it sponsored by a beer company, and we're going to get cheap beers. So it's going to be a fun night. So April 1st, July 22nd. 2 good times to try to catch us. What was I doing before that? I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. Talking about ice hockey.
Oh. So they asked me to play last night, but I'm like, I can't. I work Wednesday nights. I can't play. So that's why I sub now, because I'm like, there was too many games. Like, if you commit to a team, you have to pay for the whole season up front, which is fine.
Right.
But then there were seasons because of murder mystery shows or rehearsals or some other conflict. I would only play like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah.
So it would be like I'm paying $100 a game.
Yeah.
And now as a sub, I only have to pay $25, and so I've only played 4 games for the 2 teams total. So I played 2 games each for both teams, and it only cost me $100.
And how old are the people that play?
Oh, some of them are, I'm in the over 40 league right now.
Okay.
So 40, but we have people as old as 70 on our team.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And then there is, under 40, and there's, under 18, and there's 18 to 30, and there's all kinds of leagues. But we moved to the over 40 because we were tired of getting hit and people want to fight us every time. I'm like, what do you want to fight? Nobody's here. Like, what are we fighting about? The puck just dropped, and these kids want to fight. I'm like, I don't want to fight. If I wanted to fight, I would have stayed home on the couch with my wife. I want to play hockey.
I wouldn't have suited up and came here.
Right.
Play with you guys.
So.
Aw. Well, that's about our time.
I talked a lot.
I know, that's okay.
I haven't talked in 2 years on camera, so.
Really?
Basically.
Well, you had said something, you had posted something when you reposted this about Mandy doesn't know that I have other podcasts. You have other podcasts that you're doing currently?
No.
You have other podcasts in the works?
No. What I was referring
What were you hinting
What
at?
I was referring to is my fake Eric driving to shows with Eric show. Because sometimes we do shows that are far right. Sometimes we do shows that are far away, and because of the different times, like sometimes Tony leaves. Most of the times Tony leaves earlier, and I usually either wait behind because I have something to do or somebody else has something to do. But he has all the equipment, so he just goes, and then I wait for whoever is coming to my house, and then we drive. So sometimes we get a one-on-one in the car, and then I ask a lot of questions, and I sit there and I listen to the answers. And so I know at least 2 of people in our group, their whole life story. Not even, and I'm talking juicy details that I'll never reveal.
Wow.
So I said, Mandy doesn't know what she's getting into. So.
Because you're the question.
But it's your show, yes. But it's your show, so I didn't.
But you got some questions out of me, I think.
A couple, but there could have been more. I really thought we were only talking for like 10 minutes.
What were you like in high school?
Happy. I was a happy kid in high school.
Did you ever do plays, or you just got on stage after high school?
No, I never did plays because it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't a dick. I wasn't one of those football, baseball kids that were a dick. Yeah, I was a jock. But I hung out with everybody.
But not cool.
I wasn't in that upper echelon.
Yeah, okay.
I could hang out with them.
But not really.
But it wasn't, I was like, I don't really like, everything they did was just weird to me. I'm like, this is not my style. So, and I'm not saying they were bad people. It just, I wasn't comfortable being with them. So, but I hung out with almost everybody, and I had friends, and if my friends were making fun of somebody else, I usually made fun of my friend.
Yeah.
to shut them down.
Yeah. The mediator.
But then there were sometimes, I shut a kid down and the kid would be mad at me. And I'm like, well, he was picking on you and now you're mad. Why are you mad at me? I'm like, all right, you know what? Fuck off. Now I'm out of here. Now you're going, that's what I usually do. I give people a chance, and if they screw it up, I go, fuck off. That's all.
All right.
What do you want from me?
Aw, Taz is loving and hugging. What do we want from you? She said, Uncle Eric, it's been too long.
Good host, Mandy Jones, says Jack.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Thank you so much for coming,
Anytime.
Eric.
Thank you for asking.
We're going to have you back on the wildflowers because it's just more fun with the wildflowers.
Oh, wow.
I had fun tonight, but you know what I mean.
No, I don't. I got dark again. Look. Or did I?
Oh, my God.
I love it, though. I don't care.
Oh, we both are. Now I'm fucking pixelated,
What did we do? Oh, yeah, but you look like crap. I still look good. Now I look better. You
look
look better.
good.
You look better in high def. I look better all shitty like that.
Oh, my God. All right. Greg DeFlippo is saying, have a great night, Eric. Have a great night to you, too, Greg.
Yeah, you too, Greg.
It was specifically at you, Eric, though. Not to me.
Oh.
The Colonel. Yeah, you guys were in the witness protection program. I think it's because we said Cox too many times. Cox.
Oh, did we get in trouble?
No, I don't
you
know.
fucked.
I don't know.
Cox. I know what you're saying.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, Eric, for spending your time and giving me these Little Debbie unicorn cakes that I cannot wait to eat. And Chardonnay.
And they weren't even on sale. I paid full price for those.
What was that?
Yeah.
Almost $5 there.
I'm thinking it might have been.
All right, Eric. So everyone get home safe. This has been the Calamity Jones Hour with Eric Skjeveland. Get home safe, everybody. That was a show.